Okay, so starting with number 21, on this one you are determining whether the triangles are congruent based on either side, 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 angle, side, angle, or angle, angle, side. The only one combination that's not included there would be ASS, and ASS doesn't prove congruent, so we can't use that one, but yeah, that's what you're looking for. So for A, it shows we have an angle, a side, and an angle and a side, and then vertical angles are equal. So we have angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle, and angle, side, angle here. So therefore, those two triangles are congruent. And in the drop down, you would choose angle, side, angle. And then as far as the congruent statement, remember you have to make sure that you're putting them in the same order with all the corresponding parts. So GHI over here would be the GHI would match KHJ. It's hard to see, but KHJ. Okay, the next one for B, we have side, angle, side, side, angle, side, and then over here you have ASS. Remember, these have to be in like consecutive order. So side, angle, side doesn't match ASS, so these are not necessarily congruent. Could be, but you can't prove it based on these postulates. And then when it's not necessarily congruent, you don't fill out any of this. Okay, and then for C, we have angle, side, angle, and angle, side, angle. So that is matching. So we choose in the drop-down angle, side, angle. We choose that they are congruent. And then for the congruent statement, you have to make sure everything matches. A, B, C would be no lines, one arc, two arcs. So F, D, E. So we put here. Okay, next, number 22. As you know, proofs are an important part of geometry, so we wanted to make sure to include it. However, we chose the easiest proof that we could possibly find to put on this exam. So let me show you exactly what to do for this. It's literally a two-step proof, and the two steps are right here. So your first one, you would click this. First, click this. Then you're going to immediately click this. And it sends both of those to the proof, because those are literally the two steps of this proof. So your given here is A is parallel to B, and the reason given. And when you click this, it's going to send that to there automatically. And then statement number 2, because remember this is only two steps, is this statement, angle A is congruent to angle 4. And when you click this, it'll automatically put it there. Okay, and then you have to choose your reason. Your reason is going to depend on the relationship between these two angles. So you're going to look at the image, 8 and 4. So here's 8 and here's 4. Those are alternate exterior angles. See them, alternate exterior. So if your lines are parallel, which we were told that A and B are parallel, then your alternate exterior angles are congruent. So that's the reason you'll be looking for. So if lines are parallel, then alternate exterior angles are congruent, and that's what you're looking for. So if they give you that the lines are parallel first, then you're going to say, okay, if the lines are parallel, then this angle pair is congruent. Or they could give you the angles first and want you to prove the lines are parallel. So then you'd say, okay, if alternate exterior angles are equal, then your lines are parallel. So this you'll practice on ALEKs in the 10-question assignment, but it's also an additional one of your weekly assignments. So if you want more practice with that, it's on there. But it's the easiest proof we could find. Okay, then 23 is another simple one. It says draw all lines of symmetry on the following figure. So a line of symmetry is like a line that breaks something up into two equal pieces, so it like mirrors itself on the other side. So on this drawing, one line of symmetry would be right here. And so it mirrors itself on the other side and everything is reflected exactly. And then another line of symmetry would be right here. And again, everything is mirrored on both sides. That's it. Okay, then 24 over here. This one, rotate the figure 270 degrees clockwise about the origin, then decide if each statement about rotated figures is true or false. So 270 degrees clockwise would be like this way, right? So 270 degrees, you'd rotate this shape 3 turns. So 1, 2, 3, and it'll land right here. ALEKs does the work for you. You just have to drag it. Actually, you're dragging this line. If you practice it on ALEKs already, you drag this line 3 turns, and it puts it in the exact spot it's supposed to be. Trying to do it in my head is a little tricky. I want to say it's like maybe like this-ish. Some of you might be better at this than me. But like I said, ALEKs does that hard part for you. We'll just put a little smiley face because I'm not even, yeah, I think that's right. Because I'm like doing 1 turn at a time. And I think it would look like that. Okay, and then as far as these true-false statements, here's what they want you to realize, is that even though you're rotating the shape, all the dimensions are the same, all the angles are the same. It even talks about parallel lines, like these lines right here are parallel, right? When you rotate it, those lines are still parallel on this new shape. So as you're answering the true-false, that's what they're looking for you to understand. The final angle measures are the same as the original. That is true. The final side lengths are shorter than the original. No, they're not shorter, so that is false. They're the same size. The original figure and final figure may not be congruent. No, they would be congruent. So this is the part that makes it false. They would be congruent. If 2 sides are parallel in the original figure, then those sides may not be parallel. That would be false. They are parallel. So this is what makes it false. Okay, and number 25, answer the questions about figure A and B below. You guys like this more than I would expect. I don't know. You guys are good with this. So you're going from figure A to figure B. First, ask, are figure A and B congruent? And we can see that they are congruent, so you'd put yes. Then it says, which sequence of transformations will map figure A onto B exactly? Choose all that apply. So you'll go through each answer choice and see if that would make figure A map onto figure B. So I'm going to use a pencil because I'll probably erase as I go. So it says translate figure A to left 10 units, so it would go over here, and then rotate counterclockwise 180. So if I rotated it counterclockwise, it would land over here, and that's not where it's supposed to be, so not that one. Then the next one, it says translate to left 10 units. Cool. Then reflect your result over the x-axis. Well, if I did that, the orientation would not match what's here, so it's not that. Then it says, okay, reflect A over the y-axis. So it would be over here. Cool. Then translate the result up 9 units. If I did that, it wouldn't be in the right orientation, so no to that one. And then last one, it says rotate figure A counterclockwise 90 degrees. So that would put it, rotate it here. I would put it right here-ish. If I rotated it 90, cool. And then translate that figure to left 6. Okay, that's definitely the best answer. It looks like it would map onto it. Okay, and that is all. So I need you to turn this in so I can quickly grade it and give it back to you. You're going to get a laptop and go onto the homework for this assignment and practice these problems.